Alright, y'all, we are live on this beautiful Monday. Let's get the music a little bit lower up in here. Shout out to everybody in the chat and blessings to everybody. In the name of Jesus, Yeshua, the Messiah, even if you are not religious, well, I still pray everybody watching and listening is very blessed as Bitcoin short squeeze does continue, guys. Bitcoin short squeeze is, in fact, on the continue from Friday. The same trade that we were in from Friday, looking for higher prices. I gave my case as to why I was looking for higher on Friday. It took us some time, guys, but we are still squeezing. My next TP right here on this long trade is going to be at 43,500. And I am still also in the other long trade that I was in on Friday as well. So we're getting a pump, guys. We are getting a pump. Next TP on this guy is going to be 43,600. You know, I might as well make this a little bit lower. Let's make it 43,521. 43,521. We just want to front run because we don't want to end up with missed take profits, y'all. All right, a huge shout out to everybody in the chat. A huge shout to Preparing for War. He says 44K incoming, baby. Shout out to Alan. He says, yo, shout out to JJ McDizzle. Shout out to Stacks JKM. Shout out to Barbara Yang. Where he at? He right here. Shout out to AZDN Network. He says $50,000 Bitcoin soon, baby. We did put a poll up in the chat. The poll up in the chat. And it looks like some of you guys think we might see 50K this week. All right, looks like most of you guys say, nah, 45K. And 14% say, nah, the high is in. You moronic. You idiotic. You stupid. Moon boy. All right. So, guys, we are still holding the trades over the weekend. Our convictions are strong. Why are the convictions strong? Well, we're going to talk about that. All right. Man, we're about to hit this dang TP right here. A huge shout out to Crypto Face in the chat. My man, Crypto Face. He says, Billy, absolutely beautiful trade, man. 10 out of 10. Huge shout out to Crypto Face. Mad respect to Crypto Face. All right, Crypto Face, if anybody doesn't know, I'm sure most of you know, he is the creator of the Market Cipher Indicator, which I wear on my shirt every single day. All right, green screen. I should get the red one. All right. Huge shout out to Crypto Face. Thank you so much for the super chat, man. I really appreciate that. All right, Bitcoin getting a little pump on right now. All right, let's see. Shout out to Remy. Shout out to Crypto Pump It. Who shouts out Crypto Face? Shout out to Jackin a Crack. He says, yo, right back at you. Stupid Bitcoin says, cheers to you. Shout out to Foodie ASMR Mukbang. What is going on? Shout out to Crypto Dan. Shout out to Rico Wallaby from Sydney. Shout out to Carl Carlson. As Bitcoin is getting this juicy pump, baby. Man. So, here's the thing, guys. We're coming up to our next level of resistance on the chart right here. Yeah, we're coming up to our next level of resistance. Let's see how she goes. All right, so we're going to pop right into the analysis, guys. We're going to pop right into the analysis. Let me head on over to my other chart here so that we can see what is going on. Now, first of all, let it be known that we are testing a level right now, okay? We are testing a daily order block that we made back here on the 16th of January, and looks kind of strong. I'll be honest with you, it looks strong. Now, why have I been bullish? Why have I been bullish all this time, guys? Why have I been bullish all this time? We're going to talk about my targets. First of all, guys, I made a video yesterday morning. Massive bullish signal about to confirm. 2-day Market Cipher B printing a trigger wave underneath the zero line. Officially confirmed 8 hours ago. All right. This to me is very bullish. We were looking at that 4-hour time frame. We're looking at the money flow getting higher over time. And that money flow cross ain't no joke, y'all. It ain't no joke. Okay? It really ain't no joke. Now, why do we expect higher prices right now? We are inside this range right here. And so, because we got to fake out to the downside, and then we reclaimed this level, the probabilities say that we are probably going to come up to the box of decision for Bitcoin, which is going to be the prices between $44,000, or more specifically, 43.6, 43.7, up to $45,000, where we have the Fibonacci golden pocket retest. All right, so this is going to be our key area of resistance right now, which is why my next take profits on both of these juicy long trades are coming in right at these levels, as we can see right here. Now, shout out to everybody in the Casper crew. All right, because we gave the short setup from the exact top in advance, and we gave the long setup from the reclaim of that low as well in advance. All right, basically, why am I long from here? Because when we get the reclaim of this with the retest, which we got, that triggers the long trade. And indeed, that long trade did, in fact, get triggered. All right, a huge shout out to the Casper crew. Now, guys, my computer is being a little weird today. I'll be honest with you, because I had to do an emergency reset on my computer, so I don't have a lot of the things available. So bear with me while I get these things together, and hopefully we're going to be hitting some take profits while this stream is happening, and hopefully we're going to be hitting into some key areas of resistance here that will allow us to make decisions as to how we're going to be trading this price action as the day goes on, as the week goes on, guys. All right. Bear with me 1 second, guys. You know what? Today's a special day, guys. Today is a special day. And as usual, if we can get 1,000 likes during the first half hour, I will be giving away 1,000 USDT again, guys, because I'm just in that giving mood. I'm in that giving mood, giving away 1,000 USDT. All right. All right. Yeah, looks like we got some issues up in here. But it's all good in the hood, as Bitcoin is pumping like a wild woman in distress, running through the wilderness with a laundry basket on her face. Okay, so let's talk about exactly what is going on and what I am looking at right now. Huge shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to Adrenaline Tube. Shout out to FitGenius618. Shout out to BD. Shout out to CryptoCa. Shout out to Aaron G. Shout out to Tom Reed. Trying to fill the CME gap. Yeah, let's talk about that CME gap. We shall. So let's not forget where the Bitcoin price has come from, y'all. The Bitcoin price has gotten a rejection from the macro 618 Fibonacci, okay, from the all-time high to that bear market bottom. And as we got the rejection from that 618 level, what did the daily time frame look like on Market Cypher B? Momentum waves getting lower and the money flow getting lower over time. Now, a lot of you are aware, but some of you may not be aware of the fact that the 618 Fibonacci level is a female, and her name is 6Juanita. Here's a picture of her right here. My high school crush had a huge thing on this chick. I thought she had a huge thing on me too. But when I asked her out on a date, she said, "Jason, I like you, but I don't like you like that. I like you kind of like a brother." So she rejected me. She gave me the hand, she gave me the face, and she left me standing there like this, totally in shock, didn't know rejection was a thing. All right, this is before all the red pill MGTOW videos on YouTube. Okay, this is before a whole bunch of guys who couldn't get girlfriends on YouTube decided that they were just going to do everything they would usually do with girls, but do it with guys now. I don't know how that quite looks like, but that's what they do. And look at the rejection, okay? Bam! Straight from that 618 level, bear flag, more downside. Now, why did she reject me? I was a nice guy. The reason why she rejected me is because she was into bad guys like this guy right down here. Good old Sam Bankman-Fried. Now, look at his breasts. You can clearly see that as I'm asking out my high school crush, the man boobs are in fact getting lower over time, and the money flow is getting lower over time. Now, when we superimpose Sam Bankman-Fried onto Market Cypher B, we can see that our tragic love story is in fact playing out in real time. Everybody got really bullish, thinking that the ETF was going to allow them to get into this really great relationship with 6Juanita. They'd get matching Ben coin tattoos. They'd be able to live happily ever after together. But they were sadly mistaken. Bam! Ouch! The rejection, the pain, the heartache. Okay? But now, look at what's happening. The Bitcoin price has made a lower low on the daily time frame. All right, we've made a lower low. That's a pretty harsh rejection. In fact, we've changed market structure on the daily time frame. This is the first time we've changed market structure on the daily time frame since September 11th, 2023. What do I mean by changing market structure? For the first time since September 11th, we have made a lower low, right? We made our low, our high, our higher low, our higher high, our higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. Bam! We have now officially made a lower low. And we are currently getting a retracement. Now, here's the thing. We are currently gathering our courage to once again try and ask out 6 Juanita on a date, because as we are getting this move to the upside, if we pull the fib from the high we made right up here on Thursday, January 11th, right, the juicy short trade, which by the way, I still have open, all right, this is a short trade that we gave in the Casper crew, gave it live, gave this short trade live, guys, in the Casper crew, all right, while it was happening, all right, told everyone I was shorting here. We are still right now in the trade. Obviously, I've locked in a really good amount of profit on this trade. Still got the rest open. We've gotten the rejection, but we are currently right now getting the cojones to ask out once again our crush on a date. And she's coming in right now at about $45,000. All right, she's coming in right now at about $45,000. Basically, when we take a look at all the volume that's traded here, we're looking at a zone right here. It's called the 6 Juanita zone, right in this area. If the Bitcoin price cannot reclaim this area, there's a good chance we will never ever have a girlfriend ever in our lives, okay? Because we very well may get a pump up to this zone and reject and continue with this downtrend. Now, why would we be looking for a rejection from here? Well, first of all, we know that 6 Juanita is probably not going to go out with us, right? We're too nerdy for her. I mean, she wants us as a friend because we let her copy our homework, copy our tests. We're the only reason she's graduating high school. But definitely she's not into us romantically. So that's one reason why we would expect a rejection here. But the second reason is because when we take a look at the history of Bitcoin here, right? Let's take a look at the history of Bitcoin. Every single market cycle since Bitcoin's inception, when we come up to the macro 618, we get a massive pullback to retest the previous bull market support, and this happens just before the Bitcoin halving, and then we enter into the bull market. So if history, it doesn't repeat, but they say it rhymes, right? If history's going to rhyme right now, we're going to do something like this. We're going to come down to around $30,000, and then we're going to get a bounce and head into the bull market. Remember what happened last market cycle, 2019. During the bear market, we get very bullish. We get a big pump. Where do we find resistance? Right here at the 6 Juanita Fibonacci level. And we come back down to retest the previous support that we made during the bull market. All right, after we get the retest, guess what happens? This white line represents the halving, boom, into the massive bull market. All right, what happened back the time before that in 2016? Bitcoin gets a pump, gets a rejection right from the Fibonacci 6 Juanita level. Bam! Retest that key support that we made in the bull market before we enter into the next bull market. We can even go back to the very first major pump cycle that Bitcoin had. This time it wasn't the 6 Juanita, it was the 0.5 fib. Now the 0.5 fib, of course, look at this harsh rejection. We got smacked down hard from that 0.5 fib, but we retested that key support that we made during the bull market before the halving, and then bam, off into the bull market. Now the 0.5 fib gave us a really hard slap in the face. The 0.5 fib is probably, all right, rumor has that she's actually a dude in disguise. Now I've never actually done the test. There is a medical test you can do to determine whether or not someone is a boy or a girl. All right, but we've never done the test, so it's a rumor. But yeah, she smacked us down hard back here in 2012. So look, this is why, even though we're getting this pump to the upside, I'm a little bit more biased toward more downside. I'm a little bit more biased towards something like this. Now, there's something that we need to keep in mind here as we are watching things unfold. As we are watching things unfold, we need to keep our eyes on Market Cipher B. Because Market Cipher B, right now, potentially, is giving us some very bullish signals. The 2-day time frame right now is in fact giving us a hidden bullish divergence from this last little low that we made back here in October to this present low. In addition to that, we are seeing the 4-hour time frame give us a big money flow cross and this nice big momentum wave coming up here, green dot, nice and pumpy looking. So here's what we need to be really cautious of. When we look historically at these 2-day green dots, they give us big moves, right? In fact, we've gotten these 2-day green dots pretty much Ever since the low that we made here in December 2022, these 2-day green dots have been the harbinger of a new high. A new high. Right? Look, we get green dot in the 2-day, bam, we make a new high. We get a green dot in the 2-day, bam, a new high. Green dot on the 2-day, bam, a new high. Now, it takes time sometimes. This time, it took us a while. This time, look at this. Look at this. We got a little bit of a fake out here, okay? But here's one thing that I am keeping my eyes on. Remember, the 618 Fibonacci is not just the 6 Juanita, right? It's the 6 Juanita and her older sister, the 786ia, all right? There's a picture of 786ia. I don't know why in the Fibonacci family these females are looking kind of manly. I don't know why. Some people even think this is a picture of me. I don't know why they would think that. Now, look. This is not one level. This is a zone right here. A Fibonacci golden pocket. It's a zone. It's a pocket, right? It's a pocket. A pocket where you keep stuff inside, right? So look, if we come up again and we make another higher high into, this time, the 786 Fibonacci, here's a picture of her, we need to really be watching for bearish divergences happening now on the 2-day time frame and downward, okay? Because the 2-day time frame could give us a very, very bearish divergence here. That could be the top. Bitcoin loves to do double tops. Bitcoin loves to go for the liquidity, sweep the highs, and then get the real move, okay? So based on all the data that I have available to me, understanding where we are in the market cycle, I still think it's more probable here that within the next few weeks, months, we see more downside before we see another big move to the upside. But, all right? Because of how things are developing here, we have to be prepared for a sweep of the highs. So how are we going to know if we are going to sweep those highs? Well, very simply, very, very simply, like this. If we start to hold this zone, this $44,000 zone as support, I'd say it's most likely we're going for the highs, right? Because this is how we determine what the market wants to do. This right now is key resistance. If we hold above key resistance, it's very likely, given the bullishness of these higher time frames, that we go for a new high. If we don't hold that as support, we don't flip that, it's very likely 45K. That's where we top out. It's no different than what we were looking for right down here, right? Right down here. This was the line in the sand for Bitcoin last week, where basically the chances were we were heading lower unless we reclaim this level and hold as support, which we did, right? Which is why I got into a long trade from when we reclaimed that level, right? So right now, if we can come above these key zones, which we're coming to right now, this area, and hold as support, then I say it's likely we go for the high, but we have to be careful for those bearish divergences, because I'm not going to be so quick to say that this time is different. Imagine the bullish sentiment that will be here if we make another high. People are going to be very excited. They're going to be very bullish. Okay, so just remember where we are in the market cycle. Could I be wrong about coming down to 30K? Of course I could be wrong. Of course I could be wrong, guys. All right, so this is not financial advice. I'm just a guy on the YouTube with a plunger on the face. All right. But if we see the cycle repeat itself the way it has repeated itself historically, then yeah, we would expect another low to come in here. Okay. So bam, shout out to everybody in chat, guys. We got 5 minutes. If everybody likes the video within the next 5 minutes, we will be giving away 1,000 USDT. All right. Shout out to Brief Crypto. Shout out to Divine Hood. He says 45K incoming. I'll TP a little at 43.6. Yeah, I'm going to TP at 43.6. All right. Guys, don't be rude to 786ia, okay? Don't be rude to 786ia, okay? Shout out to Chris Higgins. Did price break market structure on the daily back in June 2023? It depends, bro, on what exchange you're on, all right? It did not on Coinbase. It did not on Coinbase, but it did on Bybit. All right, so it depends on what exchange you're on, man. All right, shout out to FICI Jan. Shout out to Asfar. Shout out to Adrenaline Tube. Shout out to Xsir. He says, shout out. I'll shout you out, my man. Reflex SGM. He says, like the vid, guys. All right. Let me pop into the live again just to see if we have any other super chats up in here because I don't want to miss anybody. A huge shout out to CryptoFace for the super chat. A huge shout out to Speller Tarek. Head and Shoulders in the 4-hour. Goal is 45,000 thoughts. Yeah, exactly. That is exactly what I am looking for here. Okay. The reason why I'm looking for that head and shoulder here is because if we take a look at this, we can see that, yeah, we have a basically something like this. And then we've got the head, and then we've actually changed structure to make a lower low. And so now, yeah, we're looking for that $45,000 level to make a lower high, and then a lower low. This is what we are looking at here, okay? This is what we are looking at here, guys. All right. Yeah, shout out to everybody in the chat. We got 3 minutes right now to get 1,000 likes. We're halfway there. We are halfway there. So we are coming up to the line of decision. We are gonna check out. Let's check out all our time frames here. All right, we're gonna check out all our time frames today on Market Cypher B, guys. Looking pretty dang bullish. Like I said in my video yesterday, this is a rare historic signal where it's happening in the market cycle. Very, very key. Look at the daily time frame. Daily time frame definitely has more room to the upside here, but as we can also see on the daily time frame, it's really looking like we are setting ourselves up for more bearish divergence. The money flow coming out where we could make to look another lower low. All right, let's go to our 6 hour. The 6 hour right now looks extremely bullish. It really looks like she wants to go for those highs again. Depending how long it takes us to get there, will determine how this starts to play out and how we make our informed decisions as we come to these levels. 4 hour looking pretty dang bullish as well, guys. So here's what we need to be aware of right now. 4 hour. Are we going to print some kind of, you know, we might print some kind of a hidden bearish divergence here on the 4 hour, a really overbought wave with bearish divergences on the lower time frame. That is something to be aware of. And if we take this high, we will be printing a pretty bearish looking divergence potentially on Market Cypher B, like this, with the money flow coming out over time. These are things that we need to project into the future so that we are able to make informed decisions on how we manage or how we decide to trade this price action when we come to key levels. Because remember, guys, a level does not mean anything if the indicator does not give the green light, all right? It don't mean a peak if it ain't got that cheek, baby, all right? We don't take longs unless we see the juicy uneven butt cheek pattern on Market Cypher B. All right, it don't mean a peak if it ain't got that cheek. That's why we wait for confirmations, you know? Let's go down to the 1 hour. 1 hour is looking like we could, if we get a fast move to the upside here, get a nice bearish divergence. Let's check out our 24-minute. 24-minute also looking like we could get some really bearish divergences coming in pretty soon around here, guys. So let's take a look. Yeah, so our green box, guys, our green box of juice is just above us right here. All right, we've got our key resistance right here. We're running into a little bit of resistance right here at this daily order block. But the main level is going to be a little bit above us in this green box of juiciness right up here. Okay, and we could see here on some of these lower time frames, the 24-minute potential bearish divergence is really forming here. All right, let's see how this happens. See how this plays out. This is not really actually looking too nice. Let's check out the 15-minute. Oof. Okay, so this move to the upside right here, guys, is a pure squeeze. Lots of shorts absolutely liquidated on this first big move above the VWAP. And then we're seeing longs taking profits and shorts closing out. There is absolutely no strength behind this move right here. There is no power behind this move. This is happening on a massive decrease of open interest. So this pump is right now not sustainable. This pump right now is not sustainable. As we're coming to a key level of resistance, this pump is not sustainable right now. So, that being said, do not be surprised if we give back a lot of this little move that we just got today. Just now, because I did not see that until just now. This move is not sustainable. We don't have any buyers coming in. These are shorts getting wrecked and longs closing out. So basically, not only are the shorts getting wrecked, but we don't have longs opening up here. Longs are taking profits because they've been long all weekend, and they're like, finally, baby, we took the highs. All right, and your boy Jason Casper is stuck high and dry, waiting for his take profit to get hit. Is it going to be hit? Well, I will say this, guys. Based on the higher term time frames, based on my 4 hour, I'd say yes. I'd say yes. We are going to see another move to the upside. Shout out to Yermiyahu H. Shout out to Darius. Shout out to Crypto Pumpit. Shout out to Neck Minute. All right. Shout out to Simon Rajki. Shout out to Andrew Maloney. A shooting star on ETH. This is also a shooting star candle on Bitcoin. Yeah, we could take a look at ETH. We'll take a look at some other things. Shout out to Dave Digital. Shout out to Lipa and Omar and Ape. Ape, that's inappropriate, man. Come on, come on. All right, shout out to Darko. How far off is my take profit? It is, from where we're at right now. Dang it, Bitcoin. Another 1.2%. All right, another 1.2%. All right, so let's see what happens on this retest here. All right. See what happens on this retest. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. Come on, Bitcoin. Come on. Let's see. Let's see. Shout out to Memory Man. Shout out to J-Boy Bullish. Shout out to Chad Oliver. Shout out to Daniel Andrassy. He says, pump it to Mount Crumpet. Shout out to Robert McLaughlin. All right, well, unfortunately, guys, looks like we're going to have to wait a little bit before we see higher prices here, because there is simply just no power behind this move up right now. This has been a pure squeeze, a pure trades closing move to the upside right now. Okay, pure trades closing move to the upside. We are at a daily order block, so this is why longs have taken profits here. This is a good target. But look, we're not really seeing shorts opening up here. We're not really seeing longs opening up here. There's really no power here to the upside or to the downside. I think we're going to hang out here for a little while, and then I do believe we are going to hit some higher prices on Bitcoin, baby. So while we wait, we can take a look at some other assets. We could take a look at Ethereum. All right, let's take a quick look at Ethereum. We're going to go to the weekly. All right. Man. So this is our ETH chart, guys, right here. Now ETH, let's go to the daily time frame. Obviously ETH is not looking as bearish as Bitcoin because ETH has not taken out its low, right? ETH has not made a lower low on the daily time frame. And so technically speaking, this right here looks much more bullish on Ethereum than it does on Bitcoin, because we do have some pretty nice hidden bullish divergence here, right? Price is making a higher low in an uptrend, and the oscillator on the daily time frame is making a lower low, which is a continuation pattern. And as we go down to the lower time frames here, let's go down to the 4-hour time frame. I mean, yeah, we got some slight bullish divergences here. All right, shout out to callsign Arix for the super chat. Thank you so much, my man. We do have some slight bullish diff here on the 4-hour time frame. So, ETH is still trading the range. Obviously, Ethereum is going to follow Bitcoin. Let's go ahead and pull the volume here. We're above the POC. I would say ETH is more likely to get a move up to around 2,400. 2,400 is where ETH is likely to get a move up to. I'd say Bitcoin 45K, ETH probably around 2,400 And 2,400 for ETH is going to be that make it or break it zone, just like 45K is going to be for Bitcoin. The reason is because ETH came down to key support at the low of the range. It held support. If we get a move to the upside, and then we back test what used to be resistance, now is support, we can expect ETH to make a new high. Where is our first target going to be? Well, let's check it out. All right, let's check it out. Now, in order to get some targets, we need to understand the context of ETH is we are breaking out of this massive ascending triangle from the entire bear market, right? So our next target is going to be this 0.5 Fibonacci level at around 28.80 or more so, really, the golden pocket at above a $3,000 Ethereum. Let's get this thing to load here. This is our range, our volume profile, which isn't loading. Come on, volume profile. Come on, man. Come on. What's going on, volume profile? There we go. Yeah, so really, guys, really, I mean, look at this. I'd say above a $3,000 ETH, it's gonna be a nice target, because just like Bitcoin, where we're saying once we reclaim this value area low, then the high volume node is the most probable area where we get sucked up to. This is where we're at right now. This is where we are consolidating. So if we show that we want to hold this now as support, we're likely to come up to the top of the value area, which is going to give us above a $3,000 Ethereum. Now, if Bitcoin tops out, we cannot expect Ethereum to hit new levels. What can we expect for Ethereum? Well, we can expect a back test of one of these key zones of support. And honestly, we could either look for like a $1975 ETH at this value area low of the range, or another area to really be aware of for ETH is something like this, right? Coming down to, I know this is scary for people, but like a $1,600 ETH. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful confluence, guys. An amazing level. Like, we have to understand that this right here, the high volume node of the bear market, combined with the golden pocket from the low to the high of the bear market, it would be the opportunity to buy ETH before the bull market. This, if we get this, would be an amazing opportunity to basically buy ETH at a very low price for a new all-time high. So let's say conservatively we hit like a $6,000 ETH. You know, that's a 14x, right? Some people, the more liberal targets are like 10K, a 10K ETH. I don't know. Let's say we hit like a $7,500 Ethereum. That's almost a 20x. So if we are coming back down to that golden pocket zone right here, that would be a gift, okay? Then coming back to the 1975, that could also be definitely a place to, if you're into DCA, that's definitely a place to DCA in there. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, 1975 and then 1600. Those are definitely going to be the places where we need to keep our eyes on for ETH. And as it stands right now, I'd say ETH locally is looking for another push up to around 2,400 smackaronis and quesos. Let's go to our 5-minute time frame on Bitcoin here, and let's see what's going on right now. All right, not much. Let's go to a TPO chart quickly, guys. Okay, so look at this. Would you look at this? On that move up, we did leave behind some single prints. All right, so we could, if we get a move down, we could get a fast move down here, guys. We got a really fast move down. Interesting. All right, that single print is going to be filled at 42,663. All right, 42,663. Let's mark that on our chart. 42,663. 42,663. Let's go ahead and pull a fib from low to high. Oh man, I don't really like where that single print is, to be honest with you. But I would say this, guys. I would say this. We have the VWAP coming in right around the golden pocket. So I would definitely be looking for support if we're going to get a fast drop right around this area. And then we could look for that move up to our take profits. Right, the high time frames to me still say more upside. All right, so far, Market Cipher has not let us down. We have been bullish here since Friday. All right, holding it over the weekend, trusting those higher term time frames. We still got those higher term time frame signals. I'm going to keep on trusting them. All right, I'm going to keep on trusting them. Can you short here? Of course you could. If you were going to, this would be your setup. A TP1 at the VWAP, in my opinion, it's not the best risk to reward. TP2 would be down here at the weekly, 41,600. That's a nice risk to reward. But yeah, if we're gonna hit our TP1 at VWAP, that's not a nice risk to reward. It's a 2-to-1 almost. It's not so bad. I mean, if you do it with a tight stop, you could get a 2-to-1 out of that. But yeah, look, I'm not here to tell anybody what to do, but there is a valid setup here in the sense that we're getting a reaction from a level of resistance with a sign of weakness here, a decrease of OI. And so yeah, it's valid, but just a valid setup doesn't mean it's a guaranteed winning trade, right? A valid setup means 3 things. Number 1, you got an entry and a reason for it. Number 2, you have a stop loss. Number 3, you have a take profit. Now, if you do that with good risk management over time, even when you take losses, you will be profitable over time. All right? Come on, Bitcoin, don't let me down now. We're live on the internet. We're trying to get a pump here. We're trying to get a pump, all right? Syndicate X says, when I write something bad, you read it. When I write something good, you don't. I'm sorry, Syndicate X, my man. Well, what did you say that's good? What did you say that's good? I didn't see you, man. It's hard to keep track. He says, world's best crypto analyst is live. Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate that, bro. It's a big step up from being a soy boy yesterday. I appreciate it, my man. Okay, so let's see. Shout out to my man with the super chat. Call sign Arex. He says, got another stock for you. Thoughts on TKO? All right, let's take a look at TKO. Let's take a look at TKO. All right, here we are, TKO. We'll start on the weekly, baby. Let's take a quick look. Man, it looks pretty nice, I'd say, on the weekly. Oh man, well when we zoom out, it starts to look less nice, to be honest with you. Let's see here. Where did we come down to? Was that a 0.5? Yeah, that was a 0.5. I mean, it looks nice. The 0.5, that's a nice place to look for support. Oh, yeah, beautiful. Okay, beautiful. Yeah, it actually looks nice. We're coming down to a key support, the high volume of the range, the 0.5 Fibonacci retest. Let's go to the daily. Okay, so here are my thoughts, right? This could be a nice bottom here. What I don't like is not everything is pointing to more upside right now, right? Not everything is pointing to more upside right now. This weekly wick doesn't look too bullish. Money flow is crossing to the downside here. And on the daily time frame, we are even getting some bearish divergence coming in here locally when we got this gap to the upside and then a move down. To me, it's not giving me a clear direction, right? Sometimes we look at these and it's obviously one direction. Right here, I don't know, man. I'm agnostic. I don't really know. This could be a nice bottom here. I just don't like this wick, but when we zoom in, we can see because it like gapped up and then came back down to fill some of the gaps. We are at good support. We are at nice support here. This is a nice support level. We would want to see this hold. What I would look at now is, like, for a sign of strength, I would want to, like, see it close above this value area high and a retest. That would be, like, for me, giving me more confidence in the move. Basically waiting for another move up and then a retest, flipping this resistance into support. Because right now, it is resistance. And like I said, you could be bearish or bullish on the weekly right now. Because money flow's coming out. And on the daily, we've got bearish divergences. So yeah, I would wait for a sign of strength on that. Shout out to our super chats in the house. Alright, how's Bitcoin? Alright, she's hanging in there, guys. She's hanging in there. We got some more super chats up in here. Alright, shout out to Crypto Billy. He says, much love, bro. Faith is the substance of that hoped for and the evidence of that not seen. Givers gain. Hashtag. Shout out to you, Crypto Billy. May God bless you. Shout out to Jacob Virgil de Dios. Hey, can we check out Coinbase stock? Yeah, we could check out Coinbase stock. Coinbase stock has been quite bullish lately. Alright, so Coinbase right now, believe it or not, is coming down to the level that we've been looking at here previously. Getting a bounce right from that retest, support resistance flip, and this golden pocket zone. So this is the long area we were looking at here quite some time ago. I mean, I guess when were we looking at this? Back here on January 8th. Alright, so January 8th, we were looking at this level as a pretty important level of support. We are getting a bounce from this box here, guys. So look, if this is going to hold as support right now, which it does look very nicely on the weekly. It looks pretty nice on the weekly. The daily looks really nice here, guys. It looks really nice on the daily, I have to say. A nice trigger wave here. Money flow getting thicker as we print that. The 4-hour giving us bullish divergence as we come into that zone. Money flow getting thicker over time. Yes, it's in the purple, but we can see over time this purple is getting thicker. And this blue, every time we make a blue wave, also getting thicker. This looks really good to me for more upside. And I would be looking to hit our next target around 200 smackerels. Smackerels. Yeah, it's looking good for more upside. Looking good for more upside. Shout out to J-Boy Bullish in the chat. Shout out to Prasad in the chat. Sato got trapped in the short squeeze. Shout out to Sato. Shout out to Travis Crypto. Yo, 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 my man. What is going on, Travis Crypto? Shout out to Anonymous. Magic Mushrooms is about to go into a big bull run. That is true. Yeah, the psilocybin market is probably gonna hit a nice bull run. Shout out to Crypto Crank in the chat. Shout out to Wasik Beats. God bless you, my man. Are we gonna dump or are we gonna pump? Should you open a long on coin? Look, I cannot tell anybody what to do. All right. You should only ever take a trade if you have 3 things: an entry, a stop loss, and a take profit, and you do it with good risk management. If you have those things and you're doing it with good risk management, I can't tell you what to do. I can't tell you what to do. If I had to take a long trade on coin right now, I would put my stop loss below the golden pocket, right around here. That's like a 17% stop. I would hit my target up here at $200. That's a 3-to-1 risk reward ratio. I would do it with 1 take profit, 1 stop loss. I would risk 1% to make 3%. That is the trade I would take. And honestly, let's be real, that's a conservative target. We could shoot for like 218, or really even the high volume node at around 230, which is a 4-to-1 risk reward ratio. But I'd say shooting for 200 at the 0.5 fib, a nice 3-to-1 risk reward. That's the way I would do it if I had to take a trade on coin right now. If I wanted to go for a little bit more, I would put the stop loss under the low that we already made. It's now giving us almost a 5-to-1 risk reward, which means we could hit a TP1 up here, make 2.5%, and then we could let the rest ride to see what we could squeeze out of it. Maybe we do come up to the golden pocket. Maybe we do come up to 250, right? 250, that's an 8-to-1 risk-reward ratio. Basically, we make 2.5% on our TP1. If we hit our TP2, well, then we make another 4%, 6.5% on the account potentially with a setup like this if we put the stop loss under the current low. If we put the stop loss under the golden pocket to give it more breathing space, that's obviously going to have to change the way we manage the open trade. That's going to have to change the way we take profits and all that kind of stuff. All right. Shout out to my man, David Mikael. Thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate that. May God bless you. All right. As a Canadian, what exchange? Look, whatever exchange you use, just use a VPN. If the exchange does not require KYC, you can use it with a VPN. All right. It's your world. I'm just passing through. Has a riddle. What do you call a mushroom that goes into a bar and buys everyone drinks? What do you call a mushroom that goes into a bar and buys everyone drinks? I don't know, man. You're going to have to let me know. It's your world. I'm just passing through. I'm dying to know the answer here. Shout out to the Dusty Hunt. Shout out to Crypto Crank. He says ETH is the trade, man. Look at the pattern. Identical to Bitcoin when it moved from 40 to 48. I'll have to check that out again, man. Shout out to Splashfire Films. What's the target right now? My target right now is $43,500 on Bitcoin. That's where that white line is my take profit on this trade right here. Oh, a fun guy? Is it a fun guy? A mushroom that goes into a bar and buys everyone drinks? Is he a fun guy? Ah, it is a fun guy. Shout out to Drew, man. Front running the answer right here. Front running the answer. Shout out to the Johnny Boy 1977. Thank you so much for the super chat, man. May God bless you. I really appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. All right, let's check out one more time here the ETH chart because it's an identical move to Bitcoin when it was going from 40 to 48K. All right. Shout out to Drew. Shout out to J Money. Shout out to TK Movies. Do I have a ZoomX affiliate link? I do, man. I do. It's not in... Is it in the description of this video? It might be in the description. Let me see. It's not in the description. Dang. Well, it's in the pinned comments of all my past videos, but it's not here. But yeah, I do have a ZoomX affiliate link. Shout out to ZoomX, by the way. I really enjoy trading on ZoomX because ZoomX is... You can trade on it just like you would trade on Bybit. If you know, you know. That Bybit, the levels are respected to the dang dollar. Alright, so let's get back to Ethereum here. Yeah, shout out to Mostafa. I'm not running, bro. I'm walking, my man. Straight to 100K, baby. Shout out to Big Butts 28. Alright, shout out to David Mikael again. Do I offer free trials for the VIP? Not typically, my friend. Not typically, we don't. But, because if I said I do, then we'll get a billion tickets of people asking for that. Not that I'm against it. You know what? I should do something like that, though. I should do a month free, and then if you like it, you stay. That's a good idea. We'll have to look into that. All right. So, Bitcoin, the move to 40 to 48K. Let's see how we looked here. Oh yeah, I see what you're saying, right? We stayed in the range. We came down. Yep, you're right. You're right. You're right. That's very interesting. Shout out to Crypto Crank. So Crypto Crank is saying that Bitcoin formed a low, took the highs, came down, made a higher low, came back into the range, and then we basically flipped it into, I I'm sorry. Let me slow down. We were trading the range. We made a low. We got a fake out of the range. We came back down and made a higher low at support. Then we broke out of the range. We retested the value area high as support, and then we made a new high. And ETH right now looks like she wants to do that. Right? We had a low. We got a fake out of the range. We came down. We made a higher low. Now she looks like she wants to do something like this. All right. Shout out to Crypto Crank. He's looking at the Bitcoin, Ethereum interlink. The intersectionality. Yeah, everyone asks why I run. All right. We're walking here, guys. We're walking on the treadmill. We're walking on the treadmill because we want to stay jacked and diced and shredded, right? We want to be buff and jacked, you know? Right? But we also like to eat food. We like to eat. You know, I'm going to sit down to a giant plate of carbohydrates, a whole box of pasta. You know? Just kidding. I don't even eat pasta. But, look, I do like to eat, right? I want to eat carbs. I don't want to starve myself, but I want to be jacked and lean. So, what's the best way to do that? Walking desk, baby. Doesn't take any energy out of you. You feel great doing it. You feel in the zone doing it. You feel hyped up doing it. Thoughts about... Alright, shout out to RH He says, do I have any thoughts on Pulse Chain massive green candles for the past couple weeks? I'll be honest with you. I don't. I don't, man. I haven't really been watching Pulse Chain at all. We could take a look at it, though. Let's take a look at it. I don't even know the ticker for Pulse Chain. Drop the ticker for Pulse Chain in the chat. Shout out to Descent. Thoughts on conventional deadlift on leg day? So, I do a lower upper split right now. So I always deadlift on squat. And that's a lie. So I don't have a dedicated leg day. I do a squat day and a deadlift day. And then I'll like do more hamstring and glutes on the deadlift day and more quads and calves on the squat day. In fact, yesterday was a squat day for me, guys, and I'm absolutely fried right now from squat day. Today was overhead press day. Shout out to Aaron G. Literally just been delivered a huge bowl of chicken carbonara. I actually don't even know what that is, man, but it sounds kind of good. All right. Drop the ticker for Pulse Chain. PLS. All right. PLS. 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 I might be on the wrong one here, but I don't see massive daily blue candles here. I see one daily blue candle. All right. I've been doing lower, upper, JT. I might switch to an upper, lower. I go through phases. It depends on what I want to focus on more. Like right now, I want to get my legs up. You know what I'm saying? I want to have a big butt to keep up with my wife. To keep up with Big Butts 28. You know? Shout out to Chris. Don't get pissed. He did deadlifts and pull-ups today. All right, let's get back to this Bitcoin chart. Okay, we are reclaiming right now, guys, this very important level of resistance on Bitcoin. Let's check out the order book. We've got some longs coming in now, guys. All right, we've got some new longs opening up here. We've got an increase of open interest here. We've got about 2 million longs opening up here. We got to keep our eyes on this. All right, I really want to make another higher high here. Come on, 6-minute green dot money flow cross. Let's get us up to our next level. Check out our 1 minute. Man, come on, 1 minute. Come on, 1 minute. Let's check out our 5 minute. Come on, 5 minute. Let's check out our 1 hour. Come on, 1 hour. Give us a little bit more. We know you got it. We know you got it. We just need to go to 43,500 so that we can hit these take profits, guys. We're trying to hit these TPs. Baby, please. We're gonna hit the TPs. Do I think we'll go to range GPN? That's what I'm currently watching for right now. How much pizza can you eat in a day? Man, I know for certain I could probably eat 4 or 5 whole pizzas in a day easy. If I was hungry. If I was hungry. Alright, that's the thing. Would I want to do it? Like, no. But I could. Alright. Alright, shout out to Crypto Coons. God bless you, man. Thank you so much for being here. Shout out to AG, new subscriber. God bless you. Shout out to Pegless. On calf day, try pausing in the stretch negative for 3 to 5 seconds each rep. Man, I gotta do that because my calves are so dang small. Alright? And I'll be honest. I don't train them like I should, alright? I confess my sins to you guys. I don't train calves like I should, alright? I skimp on calves. You know what I'm saying? But it's okay, because when I'm hanging out with the wife, I say, hey, babe, just keep your eyes above the knee. Above the knee only. Don't look below the knee. And it works. She doesn't even look at my calves. Shout out to RH Max. He says, Pulse Chain is DeFi, so all the charts are best views on a DEX screener. WPLS die pair. Alright, thanks, man. See, I don't know this stuff. I'm just a humble Bitcoin trader, alright? Pizza is not healthy. Yeah, that's true. Alright, I typically try to avoid wheat altogether. But, hey, let's be honest, right? Life is meant to be lived. Sometimes you gotta eat yourself some dang pizza. Alright, shout out to Mr. Moneybag. God bless you. Pizza is very healthy. Yeah, that's right, iRock. I just say it's bad calf genetics, right? It's not my fault. It's just bad genetics. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Lao Cloud. He says, Shalom, brother. Shalom to you as well. Shout out to Big Butts 28. Keep your eyes above the knees is the game. That's true. What do I think about the Golden Cross? What are we Golden Crossing right now? What are we Golden Crossing? Shout out to Angeline, who's new here. God bless you. Am I going to do more Homestead content? Yes, I do plan to do more Homestead content, guys. I do plan to do more Homestead content here. But right now, there's not much going on in the winter. So once the springtime comes along, we are going to be doing the Homestead content, alright? Shout out to Yoga from Dubai. Shout out to RMS31. He's new-ish. Pineapple on pizza, says Trey. What is going on? That is good stuff. Shout out to Frankie Candles. Yeah, Frankie Candles, he has the biggest calves in the world. Alright? The biggest calves in the world. It helps him stay lean because when he walks, he has these massive amounts of pure muscle that he has to carry around with every step. Burns so many calories. Dude could eat whatever he wants. Alright? Just stay lean. He doesn't need a treadmill. Alright. Shout out to Mr. Moneybag from Bulgaria. Alright, so let's get back here. Let's look at the Bitcoin chart. We are once again losing that level. Ah, man. Alright, yeah. We've got a few longs here, longing in. We got some longs longing here. And these longs, they're now underwater. Those poor guys. Alright, let's see. Alright, I mean, we don't see any massively, like, clear signals one way or the other, but we do need to acknowledge the fact that this is not looking very strong in the moment, because we didn't really see any real power coming in here. We didn't see buys opening up. We saw a few, but they immediately got trapped. We saw short squeeze and longs take profit. And so look, money flow's coming out in the 1 minute here. Keep your eyes on some of these lower levels. I'm hoping, well, also New York's on lunch right now, so I'm hoping within the next, let's say, 2-3 hours, we see a little bit more follow through. We come up to some of our higher targets, $44,000. Come on, Bitcoin, come on. Shout out to Brent Adams, who says we all live off grass seed. That's crazy, man. Shout out to everybody who likes the video. Shout out to Aaron G. I feel you, bro. Couldn't imagine having to get a jab every week for life. I feel you on that, man. I hate needles. I hate needles. You should see me when I have to go get my blood drawn. All right? I sit in the chair, looking like a ghost. Everyone makes fun of me. They're like, you got all these tattoos and you're all jacked and big and you're scared of this needle? I'm like, yes. Yeah, I don't like needles. You know, I don't like them at all. Can't imagine having to jab myself with testosterone every week. So I stick to the other stuff like Tren and Clen and Anavar and Dianabol. Just kidding. Greg says ExoCharts is greater than Market Cipher. Well, I'll be honest with you, Greg. Market Cipher's made me a lot more money than ExoCharts. I'll just be honest with you, you know? So much easier to read. And also, I've seen so many people flop and grope using ExoCharts because it's just so much data, they don't know how to understand it. I've seen so many people in my trading group and others get destroyed using ExoCharts. They're zooming in on like these candlesticks, oh, long shorts and this and that and that and this. But on Market Cipher, nice and relaxed and slow, you can look at these time frames, get your bias, stay true to it. I've been able to calmly and relaxedly, is that a word, trade these markets just using Market Cipher and holding my trades to the places I should hold them, understanding when there's a swing trade, understanding when it's not a swing trade, because of the money flow and the momentum waves, right? So if you're just a simpleton like me and you want a really, really, really good indicator that tells you what's going to happen, Market Cipher's the way to go, all right? If you're the kind of guy that can trade only with EXO, great for you. You know, I'm not that kind of guy. I would get destroyed if I only had EXO charts. You know, I like to use it for CVD divergences. That's about it. It's also interesting to see trapped traders and stuff like that. But, yeah, for the most part, Market Cipher, that's the way to go. You know? What is a bias? A bias is what you think is going to happen with the charts. Like, so for right now, my bias is, right now my bias is a move up, like this, to around some of these areas of resistance, and then potentially a move back down. And the reason why I have that bias is because the 2-day time frame has confirmed a green dot on Market Cipher. The 4-hour money flow on Market Cipher is crossing to the upside here. And so this is telling me more upside. Now, this upside is coming to an end, potentially here, based on how slow this is kind of moving. But yeah, you know, ever since Friday, this thing has been staying higher. And so far, it's been right? So, I mean, the most epic signal in the world recently was this one right here. This is the most epic signal in the world right here. This is when that's when I opened up the $500,000 long. And it was this one right here. Right? When we came down to this low, Market Cipher was giving the most epic signal in the world. Look at this. And, you know, I got a lot of crap for making that video. I got a lot of crap for making that video in the comment section. Price coming lower, right? Money flow getting higher and even crossing into the blue. When you see this, this is the kind of thing that makes you put $500,000 on a trade and then make a video about it and say, I'm targeting a new high. Because that is a rare signal. And when it happens, man, it gives us a nice move, right? So also with the short trade, look at this. Money flow, lower. Price, higher. 4-hour time frame, 4-hour time frame. This is like the swing trade signal right here. That's the swing trade signal right there. Honestly, if I could only trade with one thing for the rest of my life, it would be the 4-hour time frame, market cipher B, money flow only. This thing is wild, right? Look at this. Look at this. I'll bet you how many people using exo charts were looking at this, flopping and groping, not knowing what to do, right? Maybe they were looking for a scalp or whatever. This is so calm and relaxed. You know, you got plenty of time here. You can see it happening over time. I'm not knocking live data. It's really good if you know how to do that, if you know how to read that. But I don't. All right. But the thing is, I'm a consistently profitable trader over time. So, look, whatever works for you, works for you. Whatever works for you, works for you. You know, got this elitist mentality. I only trade Elliott Wave, Wyckoff, ICT. You know, I don't take a trade unless I see it on ICT. You know, the fair value gaps, and it's like, whatever works, man. There's 1,001 ways to skin a dang cat. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to CryptoFace in the chat, man. It's an honor to have you here, bro. Seriously. Shout out to Divine Hood. Bro, I'm not even that great at reading market cipher, to be honest with you. I just look for the same thing every time. It just happens to work. What makes market cipher so different? The thing that makes market cipher... So here's the thing. All right, people say... Alright, so here's what makes it different. It's the combination of things all together. Alright? So you've got the money flow, which in my opinion is the best indicator you could possibly use in TradingView. The market cipher money flow. Like, it tells you what the price is getting ready to do. So this morning, right? So this morning, when I was in the gym doing overhead press, I knew we were going to get a move to the upside today because market cipher B had just gotten a 4-hour money flow cross, and we were about to print a green dot. So this money flow is like a leading indicator. It tells you what is going to happen before it happens. That's the best thing about market cipher. Now, then on top of that, you have these other layers of things that give you other signals. So these momentum waves. The momentum waves are almost like letting you zero in on the money flow even more. So if you can tell over time that the money flow is getting lower, right, as it is right here, and at the same time the momentum waves are getting lower, this is telling you, if you see this on the 4-hour time frame, go back and backtest this. Anyone who has market cipher, backtest the 4-hour time frame, go find a place where the money flow and the momentum waves both got lower and price got higher, that we didn't have a massive drop. Go back and find a place. I cannot, and I have been trading Bitcoin using market cipher since 2020-ish. I can't think of a time where we got that signal and we didn't get a move play out. So that's what makes it different. A normal RSI doesn't have it. Even the market cipher knockoffs don't have it. So the market cipher knockoffs, they have the momentum waves, but the money flow is always different. But look, You guys do what you want to do. Like, here's the thing. This is just how I trade. And I'm not even telling you to use my affiliate link. In fact, I don't even have my affiliate link in the description of the video. I don't even have it. It's because I don't know why. I just don't have it. But look, I don't care if you use my affiliate link or whatever. If you do, that's great, right? Because I get commission. But I don't care if you use it or not. I'm not here to shill it. I'm just here to show you how I actually trade. But I'm honestly a firm believer that the indicator, when it comes to being a consistent trader, the indicator is the least important thing. In my opinion. The indicator is the least important thing. It's the icing on the cake. The indicator is the icing on the cake. That gives you that final, do I go in or not? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Divine Hood, I feel you, man. So Divine Hood, he says, don't you think that because this whole move up is just a short squeeze and not any new positions that this might be a lower high forming at 45K? Yeah, man. So my first target for this, I mean, these are my two targets, and I am looking to open up a new short or even compound this one. Honestly, I'll probably just compound this one because I don't know. I might keep it open just for the pure clickbaitiness of this position from the exact top. But yeah, I'm looking for that retest into 45K. Yep, this is option one. Like this is preferred scenario right here. For me, this is preferred scenario. Scenario number 2, and not as preferred, is a higher high. Scenario number 3, which would totally throw me off, would be a breakout and continuation. I'm not expecting a breakout and a continuation on Bitcoin right now, because I do believe that it makes more sense based on all the data that we have that we are going to see the same thing that we've been seeing for the past 3 cycles, right? So my target is coming down to around $30,000 before the end of April. And then that is going to be the bottom before the bull market. All right, so this is the pattern that repeats every single cycle, right? Golden pocket, retest the green line, halving, boom. Golden pocket, retest the green line, halving, boom. Golden pocket, makes most sense to come down and test the green line before the halving, and then boom. Yeah, CryptoFace, I do need to get the affiliate link, bro. I do need to get the affiliate link. Yeah, Vincent, Market Cipher works on stocks too. I mean, look, we've been trading, I've been trading S&P 500, NASDAQ, with Market Cipher on BingX. And, I mean, it's been working well. I haven't been trading Coinbase stock, but it's been doing pretty well. You know, so personally for me, I've only used it for crypto, but go and test it on Forex pairs, go and test it on stocks, because it works just as well. It's the same principle. Shout out to the digital gold token. Shout out to Jeller. Shout out to CryptoFace. Yo, CryptoFace, do you wanna hop on the stream and tell everybody what you're thinking about this price action? Oh, dang. All right, bro. Crypto Face got to bounce in 5 minutes. All right, man. God bless you, bro. Thanks for stopping by the stream. I really appreciate it. Shout out to Jumpman Crypto. Yeah, maybe another time. Maybe another time Crypto Face will pop on. All right. It'll be the first. It'll be the first. The Bitcoin halving has moved up to 418. All right, okay. Yeah, look, in my opinion, it doesn't really matter. It's the same general principle that before the halving, we get the move to the downside, right? Before the halving, we get the move to the downside. All right, come on, Bitcoin. We're trying to hit some take profits, man. Do I think Filecoin can pump a little bit more? You know what? I hold a lot of Filecoin on spot. Let's take a look at Filecoin. Because that's one that's dear to my heart. All right, so look, Filecoin is a really good long-term hodl in my opinion. I mean, if we hit the high, we're looking at 4,500% gains from where we're at right now. When we take this thing off log scale, it looks pretty obvious. I mean, really, like anything bought in this box is a pretty good buy in my opinion. Now, look at the weekly. We have gotten on Filecoin a bullish divergence on the weekly time frame. We've made now, you know, a money flow is starting to cross, but we are still consolidating in this triangle. So for me, this triangle is the buy zone. If we're going to see Bitcoin get a big pullback here, we're also going to see altcoins get hammered. So for me, I bought some of this a while ago on a live stream I did a few weeks ago, where I put 15K into altcoins live. All right, this to me is the buy zone for Filecoin, and obviously we haven't seen much action since I bought that, but I'm looking to accumulate within this box for the big break. So look, short term, I'd say it's like a gamble. We're within a triangle. We have just rejected from resistance. So, you know, we're at the golden pocket. I'd say chances are probably high that we see this thing revisit the trend line again, right? If we're looking at this as a long-term play, if we DCA within this box, and our average entry is where we're literally at right now, and it just goes to its previous high, you know, we're looking at a 4,000% gain. So that's my view on Filecoin. I think it's going to perform well in the bull market. And this, to me, is poised for bullish action, right? Once we get the breakout and the retest, we're going to see this thing go crazy. The question is, when is it going to break out? If we're waiting for a breakout trade, we have to wait for the breakout and the retest, right? That's going to be our trigger to enter into the trade. That's going to be our trigger. But for me, my plan right now for this thing, accumulate in the box, target the highs. Stop loss only has to go down to negative $79. You know what's so crazy? Even if the stop loss goes to $79, it's still a 2-to-1 risk reward, meaning like, even if this thing dropped 1,400%, it's still double the potential reward than the risk here. Now, obviously, this is kind of joking because, you know, if you lose that much, you know, the value of your coin is going to be very, very low. But this is still not a bad risk reward. Now, if we just do it within the triangle, you know, we're looking at potentially here a 30x Like a potential 30x just accumulating within that triangle. You know? I'm sorry, a 50x. A 50x accumulating within the triangle. So this is a good long-term play for me. It's a good long-term play for me. All right. Thoughts on ICP? I think it's going to be real bullish. I think it's a good play to have throughout the bull market that's coming. I think it's a good play, long-term play. Let's take a look at ICP. Shout out to J-Boy Bullish, man. He made a killing on ICP. So this is just me looking at ICP saying, like, from where we're at right now, the potential gain is like a 1,400% move to the upside if you were to buy here and stop loss under the low. That's still an 18 times more reward than risk. Personally, for me, what I want to see for ICP is I want to see more downside. Are we going to get it? I don't know. We've already gotten the breakout of the falling wedge, so obviously it would be really nice to see some kind of a retest here. Let's pull this fib. Yeah, I would at least want to see value area high $7.45, right around that golden pocket, basically coming back to test this high, right? That would be really nice, right? Something like this, basically a bull flag, right? Basically a bull flag like this. That's at least what I would want to see, but really, like, for this thing, for a long-term play, anything under the old range value area right here. Let's pull the updated. Oh, look at that value area shift. Oh, maybe not. Yeah. Anything under that $7.75 zone would be really nice, and obviously the most nice place would be the retest of the trend line here. We've got the high volume node down here. Maybe it takes us some time. When is this? Yeah, who knows? I don't know. Look, I can't even talk straight. Long story short, guys, I wouldn't be interested in buying this here because that's just not how I'd like to do stuff. I want to wait for a significant pullback, which we haven't seen. But yeah, I mean, it's got potential gains here. It's definitely got potential gains here. The weekly looks bullish in general. Oh snap, Raphael just took a 100x on Bitcoin, 43K. A long or a short, man? A long or a short? Alright, shout out to Divine Hood. He says, check the 5-minute on Bitcoin. Looks like a bull flag is forming. It does look like that. And we got that 5-minute green dot printing as well. Yeah, that does look pretty bull flaggish, doesn't it? Man, maybe we get a nice move, guys. Maybe we get a nice move right now. Come on. That's going to take us up to around our $44,000 level. That's going to take us right up to perfect to the value area high, baby. 44,290 is our bull flag target. Let's go. All right. $44,290. Let's pull it. $44,290. Let's go, baby. Can we break out? Let's see if we break out. Yo, 42,390. All who shorted will get kicked in the hiney. Cause Bitcoin's pumping, going really high. Got the blue candles pumping straight up into the sky. Oh snap, my treadmill stopped. Bitcoin's pumping and it's not gonna drop. Cause we're in the bull flag, going for the stag. Break resistance, we're gonna go flagging. Way up high, straight into the sky. Blue candles popping all up in my eyes. Got people in the chat, what you think about that? When Bitcoin's pumping, not gonna go flat. Here we go, we got a nice squeeze. Bitcoin soaring, it's going with ease. As we're coming straight down to the golden pocket. Shorts at the bottom, can you even spot it? About to blast off, going like a soft. Going really hard and we're not gonna stop. Here we go, Bitcoin pumping really hard. And it's going really far like we're driving in the car. Alright, let's get this treadmill back on. Shout out to BigButts28. She just texted me. She said, I love when you pull your fib. Shout out to BigButts28. The analysis gets her excited. You know what I'm saying? The analysis gets her a little bit excited there. All right. Alrighty. Let's see if we break this flag. Alright. Do I always freestyle to my wife? Nah, I don't usually, but I do freestyle to my kids a lot, you know? Because we play this game where we make beats in GarageBand. They dance and I rap. Oh, shout out to Heine. Come on, Bitcoin. Let's see if we get a move here. Man, I got a lot of stuff to do today, too. I got to make a whole bunch of videos. Shout out to Francis in the chat. Shout out to Xbox. He says, coolest white guy I follow on YouTube. Oh man, that means a lot. Big Butts reveal at 1,000,000 subs. Big Butts reveal. All right, shout out to Jay Random. God bless you. Shout out to Dave Digital. He freestyles to his hounds. That's what's up. All right, our target, guys, is 42,288. 42,288. Now I've got a take profit right here at 43,500. But should I get greedy? Pop a 1 in the chat if I should get greedy and move this take profit up to our bull flag target. Pop a 1 in the chat. Shout out to Ran Vijay Singh. Bro, I'm not ignoring you, man. We just got a lot of people up in here, you know? Do I still see a 30K Bitcoin? I do. Yeah, I still do. All right, straightway life is short. Bearish divergence. Yeah, I see it, man. I'm still feeling those higher time frames are going to play out. I've already taken partials on it, guys. So, I've already hit partials on this trade. I mean, basically, going all the way back to the beginning of January. This is as far back as I can go on here. These are all the trades I've taken since January. The beginning. Wins and losses up in here, baby. Up right now. And this, I mean, I've already locked in a good amount on this trade as well. So, including this, I'm up about almost 0.9 Bitcoin. If I were to close out all this right now, I'd be up 0.9 Bitcoin for the month of January. Inverse perpetual. Doesn't include the short trade. Doesn't include the other trades I've taken on MEXC. So, I've already locked in a good profit, guys. Alright, so a lot of people saying I should get greedy here. People are saying I should get greedy. Hang on, let's change the music. I don't really like this music. Do you guys? I don't like it. Here we go. Here we go. Alright, we'll see how it goes. We'll see if we break out of this bull flag with some power, I might get greedy. But for right now, let's wait and see if we break out of this first. Yeah. Yeah. Got the bull flag looking if it's gonna break. Gonna pump real hard, or will we have to wait? Coming right here, looking at the inflate, taking profit early, such a big mistake. Here we go, purple and blue. Bitcoin gonna pump just like we do when I'm here on the treadmill every single day, sitting down at the charts, man, trying to get paid, making change. Here we go, Bitcoin going high, then it's gonna come low. Getting in the long, getting in the short. Don't mess with me or you're gonna get hurt, baby. Here we go. Baby, please, trading all the Bitcoin, making extra cheese, walking on the treadmill, going really fleas, chilling every day, up on my knees when I'm walking. Here we go, walking and talking, and I'm trading when I'm gaming every day. Ayy, blue candles coming my way in the bull flag, trying to get paid. Oh no, here we go, getting a rejection, Bitcoin dumping. What the heck, man? I thought that we were about to pump, but now we got a purple candle. Bitcoin gonna dump. Right now coming down to the lows. Purple candle pumping, it's making me feel low. Did I just rhyme low with low? Yeah, I did, man. My rap really blows. Got the blue and we got the purple. Analysis nerding like straight up Steve Urkel. Draw a box on the chart. Bitcoin, that's the main way to my heart. Cause I'm a degen trader every single day. 100x, gambling my life away. Got the wife downstairs, she thinks I'm being smart. Instead I'm up here just cutting the farts. Yeah, about to break? Or do we wait? I don't know. That is my favorite beat, bro. Six Juanita has a Pepe tramp stamp. I don't know if it's true. I've never seen her lower back, Dave Digital. Keep your eye on the daily RSI, says Straightway Life. Expecting a rejection and a dump very soon. Man, can we get a little bit higher before that? Can we get a little bit higher before that? That's what I'm hoping for, Straightway. I'm hoping for a little bit higher. Yeah, I think it's gonna squeeze more too. I love my 70 Nova. I'm going in with the higher term time frame analysis. The higher term time frame analysis. But guys, here's the deal. I love you all. God bless you all. I have to head out. As soon as I finish the stream, we're gonna get a big short squeeze like always. But may God bless you all in the name of Jesus, Yeshua, the Messiah. Even if you're not religious, I still pray you and your family are very, very blessed. All right, I don't take myself seriously at all, but I do take my walk with the Lord very seriously. And I know not everybody's religious, but I still pray blessings upon you. And with that being said, guys, I will see everybody in the next stream. Peace.